All right, Coach. It's senior day. So first of all, can you just talk a little about the seniors?
Yeah, we got a great group of seniors, and it's great to honor them on the last day. I know all the teams in the country do that, and we're going to miss these guys. So, they've been together for 4 years, and there's something special about being a student athlete for 4 years at any school in any sport. And we really honor them at Springfield College.
And how do you think the meet went overall today?
I think we had about an average meet. We were a little stronger last meet. In the last meet we hit 6. This time we had a little trouble in some spots, but we were trying out some new things going into the USAG Championship and giving some other people a chance. And then we have to make a decision on who we think is best at the time, and we'll go with that person.
Was there anything going into USAGs? Was there anything other than what you just said, like that you might be working on specifically?
Yeah, well, because it's 5 up, 5 count, every score counts. You really have to use your most consistent gymnast. So it's difficult because you get rewarded for difficulty, but you get hurt if their difficulty isn't with execution. So really, you want to use your guy with the most difficulty with the best execution. So you have to make a decision because a lot of times more difficulty makes worse execution. So it's it's back and forth.
And could you talk a little about for people not familiar with USAG championships, what they might expect if they come here in a few weeks?
Yeah, well, we're going to have 10 teams. We're going to have five teams: Army, Navy, Air Force, William and Mary, and Springfield. And then we're going to have 5 USAG collegiate clubs, which means that they're taking they're a lot of guys that have graduated or are in college, and they're taking some type of collegiate class, but they're really focused on their training. So they're not like a regular intramural club that has full-time student athletes. These guys are sometimes part-time, and they're really focused on their training, and they're really good. So that's like Arizona State, University of Washington, California United, New York Alliance. They're really good. So we're gonna have 10 teams on the floor.
And this last question, follow up. I mean, you do host earlier in the year the New England Invitational, which brings in some of those college clubs you mentioned.
Good.
And can you talk about how that whole environment, like how in men's gymnastics now you have what you just said, you have the varsity, then you have the teams like California United, then you have the current student athletes.
Exactly.
Can you sort of talk about how important that is to sort of keep the sport going?
Yeah, you have 3 groups of gymnasts now. Right now, you have the college full-time student athletes, all right, and then you have the clubs, which go to an independent club championship, and a lot of them are co-ed. And in the New England championships, we had a lot of those clubs. They were full-time students, but they don't have a full-time varsity team. They have a club team that competes in the independent club championship. And then the third type is guys, they're trying to keep guys in the sport on the top level to continue their training. And those are USAG collegiate clubs. And that's the third level. And those collegiate clubs will be in our meet at USAG because it's a high-level meet. The clubs that are intramural clubs, none of those are going to be in this particular meet.
All right. Well, it's good education for people who learn about the sport. All right. Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck in a few weeks.
Thanks for coming.